Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of 5 Minute Gaming News, the show that may or may not be 5 minutes. Today in the news, it appears the Overwatch League may be over. Now, this isn't too surprising. We've known that Activision has been facing challenges with the Overwatch League and Call of Duty League. However, this weekend's 2023 Overwatch League Grand Finals truly felt like a closing chapter on the league as a whole. During the wrap-up of the Grand Finals, caster Zoe Schwind shared a heartfelt message surrounded by her fellow casters. Now that we close this chapter, I think we should all look back at this and remember the moments that took our breath away, she said. We have to remember the friendships we got to form and the lessons we learned. So from all of us, thank you from the bottom of our hearts for being part of this incredible journey. It's been an honor, a privilege, and a joy to share this experience with you all. And yes, that could easily just be a sentimental farewell to the season, but being surrounded by everyone, that moment, the situation around Overwatch as a whole, it kind of felt final. Moreover, within 24 hours of sharing the speech, the Overwatch League Twitter shared, with the completion of the 2023 Overwatch League season, we'll be focusing on building our vision of a revitalized esports program, the league said. We're eager to share more with you as details are finalized. And it's hard to imagine that just 4 years ago in 2019, the Overwatch League was at its height, with teams planning to move to actual cities they were playing for. But then the combination of a pandemic, interleague turmoil, Activision Blizzard turmoil, the lackluster reception of Overwatch 2, it all kind of culminated in the slow death of the league. Look, I've no doubt that Activision Blizzard's going to try to reformat all this in some way and respin up esports again. They will. It'll be successful, I'm sure. They have done it numerous times. They have started and stopped countless esports things. They'll figure it out. But if they come back and they name it Overwatch League 2, I'm out, y'all. I'm out, and I think a lot of you might be as well. In other, and dare I say much more, important news, Larian has finally made the change people have been demanding since the most recent patch, a travesty that has finally been rectified. Of course, I'm talking about the cat, His Majesty. If you've never met His Majesty, go check out my short on the subject. I love that boy. Anyway, His Majesty was a pompous, full of himself, hairless cat. But it turns out that his hairlessness was, in fact, a bug. According to Video Games Chronicle, His Majesty accidentally had the same character model as another Sphinx cat in the game called Steelclaw. Developer Larian fixed the error in its third patch for the game, with patch notes reading, updated the visuals on His Majesty, who previously looked like Steelclaw. His Majesty's appearance now befits his name and nature. However, after many Baldur's Gate 3 players found that His Majesty was, in fact, no longer the hairless cat they remembered, fan outcry exploded online. And it looks like their prayers, or rather completely justified complaints, were heard. In a recent tweet, Larian Studios shared, Hotfix number 8 is now live for Baldur's Gate. This update addresses several crashes and issues, including your party members transferring every important item to you upon dismissal. More importantly, we shaved His Majesty. And of course, this was met with much praise. Thank you for rebalding the cat, Twitter follower Emma Kent said. His Majesty is restored, Luke Rogers added. Most important patch in gaming history. And of course, my personal favorite, Majesty shaved. And this is just one of the many reasons I love Larian and have been a big fan of theirs for years, since I went to their studios back in like 2012. I am absolutely and completely impressed with Baldur's Gate 3. It is, without a doubt, one of maybe the best game of the year. The year's not over yet. We'll see. But my goodness, all of the feedback that they get, they really take it to heart. They create stuff like this, little moments where, like, look, we shaved the cat for you. And everyone's like, yay! It's beautiful. I'm here for when game dev and game community do it right. And this is one of those really great examples. Anyway, that's it for me. Thanks again to everyone over on patreon.com/JesseCox. It is because of you that we get to do this show the way we do it. We don't have to worry about times and ads and all that stuff. It means the world to me. And that's it. I'll see y'all tomorrow for another episode of 5 Minute Gaming News.